Genshin Impact version 4.0 will fail, and as a massive Genshin Impact aficionado, I take no pleasure in predicting this. But unfortunately, from what has so far been revealed and just using simple deductive logic, I just don't see this update being that good, and I think it'll just end up as a major disappointment for the player base. Now, originally, the Fontaine region was the one I was looking forward to most in Genshin Impact, as I consider myself to be an ardent admirer of the steampunk aesthetic, and basically everyone was predicting that this new region would be a sprawling, technologically advanced city based off how it was described in the game. Unfortunately, from the trailer, it seems they massively flopped in delivering on this aesthetic in a major way. It appears Fontaine City is more of a children's amusement park than an epic futuristic society. There's no sprawling cityscape, no impressive technology, no pollution or steam, no towering architecture, and the city overall appears deserted and depressing, only populated by a few terrifying looking stationary mannequins. Really, the most technological development Fontaine has is this Roman century invented aqueduct. However, this structure just doesn't make sense from a civil engineering standpoint. Like, the whole point of an aqueduct is to transport water from a remote source to your source, so, well, you have water. But Fontaine is already clearly surrounded by ample water supply, so what is the point of this abomination? I guess you can say it's a sort of water bridge, if you will, only meant for transport, but the thing is, we see that there exists only one way lane on it. So like only one boat can function on the structure at a time, which you're just going to have terrible traffic throughput with. And also, why have the people of Fontaine figured out how to steam power large boats but they hadn't invented other locomotives like trains or cars yet? Like, has the wheel not been invented yet in this region? These are just some inconsistencies I noticed immediately from the short trailers, so I can only imagine there will be more. And I think just the city making no logical sense from an engineering standpoint will annoy many players. Overall, this entire region is a combination of ugly, unimpressive, unlogical, and undeveloped. The gameplay in Fontaine I don't see being very good at all, as the main new gimmick they are adding is underwater exploration, and as any gamer knows, underwater levels are never fun, whether it be a platformer like Mario, an action RPG like Metal Gear Solid 2, or a combat game like Monster Hunter. No game in the history of forever has made underwater levels fun, and it will be the same case here. Like, I just feel annoyed watching the gameplay footage at how you have to slowly paddle your way through unimpressive landscape as this fat doofus fish blocks your screen. And I wasn't the only one who found this gameplay reveal to be very lame. Indeed, other Genshin Impact aficionados' reaction to the underwater exploration ranged from angry to trying not to laugh to wait, hold on, who asked for this? As for the story for Fontaine, unfortunately the character Paimon has not died yet, and from the information I have gathered for version 4.0, Paimon will continue living throughout the entire Fontaine art. Because of this, I unfortunately do not see the story of this region being that good. But if my sources ended up being wrong on this one and Paimon does end up dying, I will be sure to make a video correcting the record and spreading the good news. The last reason Fontaine will fail is going to be due to drama that will primarily be instigated by Tectone. This upcoming drama has pretty much already been confirmed by the man himself.
Guaranteed,
Yep.
there will be drama whenever this patch comes out.
Yes.
And
There
if
will.
I
And it will involve me, because the worst thing is I'm going back to play 4.0.
Now, the thing is, most Genshin Impact players just don't enjoy drama that much. They just want to play the game, and the constant drama takes away from doing that in a major way. There will be many ways to bait drama in the upcoming Fontaine update, but if I had to guess, Tectone will likely go the route of claiming all the new Fontaine characters that are obvious homosexuals are not homosexuals. He did this in the past, claiming an obvious lesbian like Senha was not a lesbian, and this bait was so effective that it even allowed Hirohi, the unstoppable weeb, to make multiple videos sharing his high-level ideas on the topic.
It's just crazy how upset people get over a silly little tweet, and you could argue what's even crazier is that some of these people surely know it's baked, and yet they still get so freaking mad.
Anyways, the thing is, anyone who has played Genshin and has a functioning brain will deduce that until proven otherwise, every character in the game is a homosexual. This character is gay, this character is gay, this fish is gay, and this character is very gay. And honestly, it's kinda cringe how blunt I have to be about this, but that doesn't matter to Tectone as this is all just done for the LOLs.
A lot of people in the Genshin Impact community consider drama like absolutely horrendous, when in reality, guys, I'll just say it's funny. It is unironically funny.
Now, the thing is, the Genshin Impact player base already has a high rate of those affected by Tectone Derangement Syndrome, or TDS for short. And for those unaware, TDS is a horrific short-circuiting of one's brain that physically impedes their ability to think on subjects of or pertaining to Tectone. Like, there's been many experiments where scientists have given subjects basic word problems, such as, Toby has 5 apples, he got hungry and ate 2. How many apples does Toby have left? And around 80% of TDS victims are able to solve this. But interestingly, when the word Toby is replaced with Tectone, the success rate drops dramatically to only 10%, and a lot of the answers end up having nothing to do with the original question. Anyways, my point is, due to the high populace of TDS victims in the Genshin Impact community, it will unfortunately be very easy for Tectone to bait drama, and honestly, there's not a whole lot I can do about that one, you guys. Overall, I just don't see this upcoming Genshin Impact update being that enjoyable, like at all. The aesthetic of the region massively fails to capture what steampunk is, the gameplay looks horrendous, Paimon is still alive, and there will be massive drama that massively derails the community in a major way.